One more thing before we get into the Eagles. I know we're making you wait, but this was incredible, man. We did it again. The crowning of Kyle Shanahan before he gets to the finish line. It's like how many times we have to see him trip right before the finish line before we stop doing this. But the conversation of him being the coach of the year was loud for months. He was the favorite going into last night's game. I don't think he's going to win the award, Dad. What do you think?
No, I think he's now self-eliminated. Here's the thing: he's had a wonderful season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they ended up what 12 and
12 and 5.
5.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good record. He overcame, all the things we know, especially on defense, that he overcame. Um, on the other hand, he had a very easy schedule,
Yes,
but
he did.
he rallied a team that was down last season, so he did a beautiful job. But he's like one of these marathon runners. He does beautifully. He's ahead, but then in the last quarter mile, he begins to get um, dizzy and he begins to stagger. And,
Yep.
and he doesn't even make it. At the finish line, he falls on his face, and he's a little like that. Um,
Yep.
i.e., see last night, there are other coaches. I don't vote for this, but there are other coaches who I would put ahead of him right now for coach of the year. Vrabel, Liam Cohn, McDonald up in
Yeah.
Seattle, Sean Payton in Denver.
Yeah.
Even I would say he got eliminated today. Ben Johnson with the Bears, but Ben Johnson has also done a beautiful job. But then he fell on his face too.
You can make a real strong argument for Mike McDonald. I mean, it's not like he improved Sam Darnold, but he didn't let Sam Darnold ruin the season the way Sam Darnold ruined the season for the Vikings last year. They're working around Sam Darnold and using him as a game manager, which is the right way to use him. Last year, the Vikings were asking him to go bombs away and throw 35 times a game down the field to Justin Jefferson. Seahawks aren't doing that. They're just saying, don't mess it up. And I think that's probably the right approach to take with him. Treating him like he's Alex Smith or something.
Yes, he's doing it. So you're saying he's a really legitimate candidate for coach of the year, and he just beat Kyle in the biggest game of the season so far
That
for
was the
those two
biggest game of
teams.
the season, wasn't it?
For those two teams, maybe in the whole league. And
Maybe
he
in the whole
and
league.
he not only beat Kyle, he demolished Kyle. Iggy, he. You know what he did? He showed him up.
They showed him up.
Showed him up. He like you would say he almost put him out of business.
Yep. Kyle has done that too. I mean, Kyle kind of did that to Dennis Allen last week. Kyle's done that to a lot of defensive coordinators. And Mike McDonald's done that to Kyle a few times now. I guess we see why the Seahawks hired him.
He's
You wonder what they
wonderful.
interviewed him, right? Like, so what's your plan against Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan? Well, I'm glad you asked that. That's sort of what I do.